a specifically mentally ill cat.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I just wrote down this quote, and it was like, they're looking just for like one mean pussy.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Yeah, I was like also. I thought it was so interesting that it's like I think it's supposed to take place in like the 60s or the 70s. Well, like the cars that are in it.
Okay.
But then at like the same time, the vibes are incredibly like 1920s. Like, I was so confused by that.
Spoilers ahead.
Yeah.
Dude, this.
I don't think it really matters for this one. It's like so obvious what's gonna happen. Well, I guess the end is a little bit.
Just
surprising.
Everything that happens in the movie is crazy.
Yeah, none of it makes much sense.
Yeah, it starts off pretty strong, I think. Because, okay, so they're like walking out. What do they call it? The funeral? Something bearers?
Yeah,
the funeral?
Yeah,
it starts with the funeral.
Yeah, they're at a funeral. Yeah.
And they're carrying down the casket, and one of the handles breaks. The casket goes down the flight of stairs. The casket opens. The dad flies out of there, and he goes directly down a manhole.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Manholes?
Yeah, I don't think they get him, right?
No, they
like,
look over it and they're like,
Yeah, they're like, we need to get him out of here. And then one of them's like, I don't know. Mom.
Yeah, and the construction workers are just like eating their sandwich or something. Or I don't know. They're just sitting there and they look down. It's like, your dead dad just went down to the sewers.
He is dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very like slapstick movie.
Yeah.
Very much so like Home Alone, Tom and Jerry vibes.
Yeah. What was I gonna? It's kind of like a mixture between Home Alone and Ratatouille, but it's like Ratatouille would start where the end of this movie.
That's true. There are some Ratatouille elements. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also there's like an element of cooking, but
yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun movie. There's a lot of things in it that you just gotta let go. But
you just accept it as it is.
Like, what happens to the cat?
Exactly. It escapes.
I don't think they explain that at all. I think the cat's just there, and then they're like moving along.
Yeah. The cat is free now.
Yeah.
This is part of like the zeitgeist for me because when I was a kid, we had it on VHS, and I remember watching it with my mom. So like watching it, I don't know how to describe it other than like texture. Because it just like brought back this feeling of just like nostalgia, I guess.
Yeah.
And just like the string. Also, so like in the factory, right? It had the balls of string are on like a needle or something, and they're like just spinning around, but it's not like collecting any string.
Right.
I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, the whole factory, everything in the factory doesn't make any sense. A lot of it doesn't make any sense, and it's fine because it's like it's a cartoon. It's not really a cartoon, but it's a cartoon.
Yeah, it's the Smunt's string factory. Oh my god! And so like what's it called? I'm terrible at words today. It's when they're reading the will, and you're like, you get this ceramic egg,
right?
A half box of Cuban cigars, a collection of spoons, and his assets, like in this house that his dad bought, and he never told his sons,
right?
Which is also crazy because the lawyer or whoever. He says the house it was acquired from someone found in like the attic and it's trapped in a trunk.
Yeah, the person who lived in the house was found dead in the trunk the previous owner.
Yeah.
I remember like before when we were talking about watching this, you were like reading something to me about how the mouse is a reincarnation I think it's of the father, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like a theory.
I mean, it makes sense because then the mouse is like over his, he's over like the portrait of him.
Oh yeah.
Like watching over them, like the portrait.
Yeah.
So I did buy it, but I was also like, then why is he doing all of this?
Right. The portrait is funny too because throughout the movie it changes, and that's sort of like the portrait in something Knives Out.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, okay. Noted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love the part when his son is like banging the son is banging not the dad's wife, but the son's wife. Just clarifying. And it cuts to the portrait of the dad, and he's like, ah!
Oh, yeah.
It's really funny. He's like, no!
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, so they end up essentially getting the house. It's also like kind of an afterthought. Like the guy's like, he left you like all this shitty stuff, and he's like, "Is there anything else?" And he's like, "There's a house," and they're like, and it's like, okay, he should have led with that.
Yeah, right.
But
right.
whatever.
Yeah, and they're trying to make money off of it, and I'm gonna say big brother because I just think Ernie, he is just trying to sell it as fast as possible.
I think he's supposed to be the big brother.
Yeah. He's the grumpy brother.
Right. Yeah, he loses his restaurant because a cockroach from the cigar box gets in the food, and then the mayor of the town,
the chonky mayor.
Yeah, he eats part of the cockroach and has a heart attack.
The daughters, they're like, they find like the half, and they say like, "Dad, you ate the head."
Yeah, and then he like pukes out the head and it crawls away. It's actually like pretty gross.
Yeah. I forgot how structured this movie was. Because like as a kid, like I would see it differently.
I don't know how structured it was.
I mean, like there's like more of a story than them just chasing a mouse. Because the most prominent thing I remember is the nail gun and the mouse.
Right.
But yeah, I forgot totally all about that.
Yeah, I also love they like trained the mouse so well. There's a lot of parts where it's like clearly a real mouse. And he's just doing the cutest little things. Gets
into the little bed.
Yeah. Oh so my cute. God. Yeah, I can't believe that a real mouse like crawled into a bed.
Yeah,
and,
like, they trained him. Yeah, that's crazy.
I also am a little bit concerned about the mouse.
Yeah, I did see in the credits there was America Humane Society. Yeah. But I don't know how involved they were.
Sure. It's like when it's in the bed, then like they like put a bunch of explosions around it.
Right, yeah.
And I'm like, that is a real mouse still, I'm pretty sure. But whatever.
Oh yeah, and also, so another thing, so there's this flashback.
Yeah.
It's kind of random, but it explains this little string that the dad has, and he gives it to one of his sons. And he wants the sons to share this little string. And then...
It was like the first piece of string he ever made.
Something like that. Yeah, it was like the string.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's supposed to keep them together.
But... Oh yeah, I had a question for you, which is when they're doing all like those shots where like the camera is like, I mean, I'm sure there's parts where it does cut, like where they like just like have black over it, but it's like going through the walls.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I wonder how they did that.
I think I read somewhere that they not like a miniature, they like built it 4 times the size.
Oh, that
something
makes
like
sense.
that. Yeah.
Right.
But those are cool shots.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Well, because they'd also like be chasing the mouse.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you just like figure out a way to like scale. I don't know how you scale things, but yeah, that was like really interesting to me. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were like a couple of parts of it that I was like, this is like really creative and like an interesting like way to do this.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that. And I do also, I love a good slapstick. Like I will laugh every time when someone gets launched out of a chimney into a lake. So.
And he lands into the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
That $1,200 jacuzzi.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do love like all of the like violent comedy. I thought it was funny.
So good. Yeah, the gas in the chimney.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, exactly.
So good.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Tom and Jerry growing up also. So a lot of like the Three Stooges.
Yeah. There's this part because what's his name? Lars. Yeah, Lars. Yeah. His wife kicks him out because she thinks he's a loser.
Well, it's because she like, I mean, they kind of like set her up to be a gold digger, and he like rejects a deal. Yeah, and then Lars is kicked out, and then he goes to the diner where Ernie's working at now, which I don't know if it's sort of a callback. If the mouse makes sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Well, you're good. Yeah,
Lars is at the diner. Ernie makes him a grilled cheese with capers on it.
Right.
Lars is like sending it back to the kitchen.
Yeah, because he doesn't want the capers.
Yeah. Ernie's like, who sent this back? Like, you're crazy. And it's his brother.
Right. I did also love like when he has the other restaurant before, how he's pretending to be French. I thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
I was dying.
Pretending to be fancy.
Yeah. He's like, bonsoir, bonsoir.
Oh. Yeah.
I hope they treated the mouse well.
It's so silly how they like look for him because Lars lifts Ernie up and his head goes through the ceiling.
Yeah, there's.
And he's like, wait, and then he punches a hole into the
yeah,
ceiling,
to
like looks
get the
for it.
blueprints.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, they find the blueprints and they realize that it's like this famous architect,
Charles Lyles LaRue.
Yeah.
Blueprints from 1876.
Right, and so they realize the house is worth a bunch of money. I think they're moths.
Moths, and then like.
Yeah.
They swing around a baseball bat, and Lars hits Ernie, and he ends up like putting like his head.
Oh yeah, his head goes through the painting.
Goes through the painting, but if you look at it, the painting's facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
And I was just like, ooh.
I mean, to be honest, there's like a lot of that.
Yeah.
In this movie, and it's fine. It doesn't matter.
It's funny.
I also like just like before they even started trying to kill the mouse, like the shots of them fixing the house up. Stressed me out so much because I was just like this house is worth money and like you have clearly neither of you know anything about like doing like carpentry or construction, and I was just like watching it like they're gonna fuck it up,
Yeah.
Like they're like putting molding on and I'm like, that's probably not how are you gonna match the color? Like,
yes, the color. I'm like, color's wrong.
I'm like, you're not gonna be able to find the right stain, and then it's also gonna have to be weathered.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, I did think it was really interesting also how like there were actually like a lot of like pro-communist undertones to this movie, which I was like pretty hyped on. Like you're not supposed to like the character, like the leads. They own this factory. They're like abusing their workers. The workers are like, screw you. And you're like,
they go on strike.
Yeah. And you're like, the workers are right. Like all of these rich people are like incredibly annoying. Everyone's like being psychotic about getting money. But then in the end, they end up like doing capitalism and like being happy. And I was just like, what's happening? Like, I don't think that I think they just didn't put that much, they weren't thinking about it like that. But like, you know, obviously, I was, and so I was like, "What? Why?" But you know, whatever. They
like another obstacle or something because they have to pay it back.
Well, so first of all, he takes the $1,200 that they needed to pay the last mortgage payment they were going to have to pay.
Yeah.
And then also, while they're bringing the jacuzzi up the stairs, the mouse pulls up and then they drop the jacuzzi, both fall in the jacuzzi, fuck up the stairs, slide out the door.
Go down the hill.
Go into the lake. The lake comes up a couple times.
I love that little lake.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Christopher Walken. Walken.
Yeah, Christopher Walken.
Yeah, he plays the Terminator, the bug guy.
And Loki, he has the same truck and a very similar look to Dale from King of the Hill, which I like noticed immediately.
Interesting.
And I just thought that was interesting. I think they like kind of did that on purpose. And also like very similar vibe.
His character was like,
yeah.
He's like, I am the bug expert. And he puts on this like, I called it like a Ghostbusters contraption. Yeah. And he goes and like around to, you know, figure out where this mouse is. Yeah. And the fact he goes under the table and he like picks up the pieces of poop and records, and then he eats one of the pellets. I'm like, bro.
He eats one of the pellets and he's like, calcium deficiency.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Which also didn't make sense because it just ate an entire wheel of cheese. And I was like, it probably has all the calcium.
Right.
But whatever. I love like how demented it gets. Like, because like the mouse knows that if he's like trying to kill it and he's like a little sadistic, the mouse like, you know, beats him up, but then there's like an audio recording that they hear after of like the mouse torturing him and he ends up in the trunk. And I just thought,
attic.
Yeah, I just thought it was so funny. It's like he like the mouse is like you can, it just sounds, it does sound like pretty horrific, the recorder. Yeah. It's like it sounds like Guantanamo Bay stuff.
Yeah.
There's like a buzzsaw. He's like, no, don't do that. No. Ah. I was dying. I thought it was really funny.
Yeah. And then it shows that like the police are there and he's just like walked out on a gurney or something. He's just like,
he's
like
saying nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that part was really funny.
And then, of course, they go get a cat to fix their problems.
Yeah, the cat is like really, it's really like not, it's so tangential and like they drop it so fast. Like I feel like there definitely is an edit of that movie where there's a lot more about the cat.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Catzilla!
yeah, because they get the cat. The cat like has like, you know, 2 or 3 scenes. And then they just are like, forget about the cat.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to even talk about what happened to the cat.
Yeah.
I don't think, because it doesn't, like, die or anything. It's just, like, they're done with the cat.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Maybe it does die. It falls down
And
the
the
dumbwaiter.
explosion? Oh, yeah.
Is that just, like, it's dead?
I don't know. I just kind of let it be. Yeah, when they go to the cat, they go to the shelter, but, like, the people working there in hazmat suits.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that as a child, just being like, this is weird and crazy. They must have, like, what's it called? Not psychoactive. I don't know. I just thought it was crazy when I was a kid.
I mean, I think the idea is that they're mass murdering
Yeah.
the animals.
There's, like, something wrong with them.
Yeah, it's like some, like, very, like, Nazi kind of vibes where,
Yeah.
like, they're... Yeah, because when they're like, oh, like... when they're giving them the cat or showing them the cat, they're like, yeah, he like keeps surviving being gassed.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, they were like, we were gonna gas him again. They're like, again.
There was, yeah, and then it's in this box and it's chained up. It's so cartoonish because they like shakes on its own.
Yeah.
And then once they bring it back, he like his limbs just go right out of the box.
The cat's CG, right? Because I know there's some puppet.
Some
parts,
of it, yeah.
But
yeah.
Loki, like for '97, and like what I'm assuming was probably I don't know how much the budget was, but there's some like CG parts with the cat and the mouse that I was like, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's funny because there's like that era where like people were like, let's use like, you know, like practical and special effects, and then like everybody was like, no, let's only use special effects, and now we've like come back and we're like, no, we should use practical and special effects again, and I just think it's fun.
A specifically mentally ill cat.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I just wrote down this quote, and it was like, they're looking just for like one mean pussy.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
The wanting the mentally ill cat is really funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, also, when we were talking about this, I'm talking about watching it, apparently the mouse lived with the trainer for the rest of its life, which I thought was really cute.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we talk about that?
We can. There's the mouse the mouse travels with them on the underside of the car, and they go to the factory because that's all they have left.
Right.
And the mouse gets this wheel of cheese, and he somehow like turns on the machines and does whatever, and the wheel of cheese is turned into a ball of string, but in cheese form.
Right. And then they call it string cheese, which I was low-key like, okay, well that's... Right, but also string cheese is already a thing.
Right, yeah.
You can't, I don't know. But that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
like...
like...
That's the joke.
Yeah, it was a wild twist. You know, I'm not going to lie, I didn't see that coming.
They gotcha.
Yeah, I
gotcha.
did. I actually, what I thought they were going to have happen was that the mouse was going to magically be able to run the whole factory. Mm-hmm.
He kind of did.
He did, that's true.
At the end, didn't Ernie's like, you'll be our spokesperson.
Yeah. He's
like,
their quality control.
Yeah. We have to introduce Ingrid and, what's her name, Hilda?
Yeah.
The random characters
I think they're Dutch.
Yeah, they're foreign.
Yeah.
And they first meet Ernie because he's supposed to meet up with those initial weird investors.
He gets hit by a bus.
Yeah, he gets hit by a bus and he misses the meeting, but the women go with him to the hospital.
Right.
And then they show up to the auction with these like the weirdest hairstyles that look string-like, which is like, how would they know?
I do think they kind of like threw them in. Like my guess would probably be that like someone at the studio was like, there needs to be like a romantic thing here, and they were just like, just do that. Like, you know? Like,
yeah.
And also I did think that him falling in love with her because she was interested in string was pretty funny.
Yeah, he literally like just the moment the mouse goes like down the front of her dress, and he's
that
like
was
digging like it. That was
yeah.
wild.
That was a wild moment. He was also like, he was far enough down there that I was like, you're doing some other stuff down there, brother.
When he like reaches down, he does get the mouse.
Yeah, he gets the mouse, but then it goes into his pants.
Yeah.
And then that part was funny when the brother's like, let me get it out. And he starts opening his fly.
Yeah.
And he's like, got his face right there. He's like, I need to get it out of you. It's like, whoa.
Well, this is PG, man.
Yeah, it's not PG. No way. Is it really?
It's rated PG.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of, sexual overtones and also like death.
Yeah.
For it to be PG, I feel like.
I thought this was Disney, and I'm like, no way. It was DreamWorks.
Yeah. That makes
but
sense.
the way he,
No.
I think Ernie says Hakuna Matata to like a
He
black
does,
guy,
yeah.
and you're just like, whoa, what?
Well, also he's the guy in The Lion King.
Oh, like actually?
He's the
Oh, he's
the
Timon.
lemur.
Yeah, Timon.
Yeah. He plays the lemur.
Okay, wow.
So they like
That's funny. Okay.
They were like, oh, have him say
gotta throw
Hakuna
it.
Matata
That makes sense
as like
now.
a joke. And it was funny.
Yeah, and they also like
he
reference.
also didn't say, he said it to a Middle Eastern man.
Oh, okay.
Which is like
Sorry.
kind of more.
Yeah, and they also sort of reference the mouse. Like, you got to get good things out of the mouse, because at that time they're like making a nod to Disney because Mickey Mouse.
Right.
I want cheese now.
I do too.
What's your favorite cheese? I like Gouda. Gouda cheese is good.
Okay. I this is a tough one for me because it's like it only works with certain things, but probably blue cheese.
When you were a kid, did you ever do those string games with your hands? Like, you'd have a round thing of string and you had to be like,
Oh yeah, Cat's
do.
Cradle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot how to do it, but that was such a thing in middle school.
Oh, yeah.
Or like elementary and middle
There's
school.
so many things that are like gone that were. Like, I was talking to Ian recently about how like everybody used to have like 20 jokes. Do you remember that? Like,
No.
Like one of your friends would start telling jokes, and then you guys would just tell jokes for like 3 hours.
No.
Oh, really? That was like such a big part of my childhood, was like people just telling jokes.
Do you have anything special from your parents? Like the string?
From my parents. Well, like I have like a stuffed animal that they gave me. I have a couple things, but it's not like they were like, this is super important.
I don't think I have anything like this.
Yeah.
Like, my mom was a teacher, and I'm like, oh, maybe just being like, this, here's knowledge.
Right.
Cute.
Yeah.
Overall, I had a good time. It's one of my, movies from my childhood. I'd give it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I'd give it like a 5 out of 11.
It's a
Maybe
I don't know, like
it's a fun watch.
Yeah, it's funny thinking about how it's a PG movie, but it has a lot of like other elements.
I feel like everything from that time period that was for kids was like not for kids.
Yeah, it's time has passed. The movie's just like, it's crazy, it's slapstick, it's fun, got like some wild animal chases going on.
Yeah.
It was enough to keep my attention as a kid.
Oh yeah, no, I liked it a lot. Maybe I would give it more. Yeah, probably like 6.